Someone always playing corporation games. Who cares? They're always
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Home 401 Show, your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS. We're also streaming live on the web at hometownstation.com. I'm Randall Winter, your host, and this is a special show where we talk about different things that can save you some money on your home. And we have two wonderful guests here. I know personally Greg Smith from... Go ahead, Greg.
Marty's Floor Covering, Valencia.
Been around for a while.
Yes, we have.
Does a great job. We just finished a job together. And Donna Safufley.
Yes, I'm with Safufley Electric. I'm a BPI, Building Performance Institute, building analyst, and a Greenpoint rater.
Yeah, we're going to get into that. That's going to be some real interesting stuff for those of you that want to save money and do the right thing for our ecology, those earth-minded people.
That's right.
So,
I'm one of them.
Welcome, everybody. I know everybody's really trying to go that way. Sometimes it costs a little money to save the earth and save the money. So I think we'll start out with you. I think
Great.
ladies first. You don't mind, do you, Greg?
Oh, I don't.
You're a gentleman. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So anyway, building analyst and Greenpoint rater. That's a mouthful. So they probably have some initials for that.
Oh, yes, lots of acronyms, plenty of them, yeah. BPI stands for Building Performance Institute, and I'm a Building Performance Institute building analyst. In that, we use the entire home. We look at the home as a system, and we use the principles of building science to determine where homes are losing energy. So we use some of the principles of regular home inspections that I know you're familiar with, but we take it to another level using scientific equipment and baseline testing so that we can determine where homes are leaking energy and how homeowners can contain that. The Greenpoint Rater is a different designation, and that one comes from Build It Green. And as a Greenpoint Rater and advisor, I can give a home a green label that talks about, that addresses the energy efficiency, the water conservation, resource conservation, the neighborhood, sustainability, all of those factors about a home.
Oh, cool. Well, that sounds like we're going to have some very new information disseminated. I know, Greg, you have some new hot topics on floor covering too, so thanks for your patience. I was reading a little bit of that 17 pages of information you sent me, which is not a lot, but in the very beginning you actually do some math, so you got to be good in math. Not real complicated, but we have to figure the volume of the home.
Yes.
Just like an air conditioning contractor would have to do.
Absolutely.
Okay, so just like Ricardo's Heating and Air, you work with him, I'm sure?
Yes, I work with lots of contractors.
So then you take the volume of the room and then you actually put it under negative pressure or positive
Depends
pressure?
on how you're going to run the test. Generally, I prefer to use positive pressure, but you do both. It depends on the scenario.
Okay.
When we talk about doing that, what we're testing is the building envelope. Every home should have an air boundary, a pressure boundary, and also a thermal boundary. Sometimes they're where they're supposed to be, sometimes they're not, and that's what we're looking for. If we put a home under positive pressure, we're bringing air from the outside and pressurizing the home. And if you would think about a balloon that's been blown up,
right.
And if you were able to put a pinhole in that without popping the balloon, what we do is we measure how much air is escaping by putting the home under pressure. And this tells us how leaky or tight the home might be. Newer homes with all the new energy code requirements tend to be very, very tight. And because of that, they require mechanical ventilation continuously.
Okay. Well, that's important to me because I'm sure you can shed some light on, we do a lot of windows in construction besides kitchens and baths. So the windows tightness has to do. So I'm anxious to ask you about, just real quick, I got to throw it in there because I can't hold back like a kid here. All right, so a window, when you put under positive pressure or negative pressure, if it's a sliding or a window that is a single hung or double hung, it goes up and down or it goes sideways, Those are not as efficient as a casement, are they?
It depends on the quality of the window. You'll find that the newer windows, especially now they have even triple pane, argon filled. Each window is rated for its SHGC, solar heat gain coefficient, and its U value. And they look at the entire window, including the framing. So one of the things that I do when I'm looking at the entire house is looking at the windows. And so that will tell us, and we put all of this information, all the tests that we do, we put it into modeling software that is recognized by the California Public Utilities Commission as the kind of this gold standard. It's called Energy Pro. And we put in all those types of factors, the types of windows that are there. So if you have, say, an old aluminum frame single pane window, I know we used to have those and they leaked air terribly.
They're no good.
Yeah, they're really allow a lot of outside pollutants in and a lot of the energy you're paying for out of your home.
That's true. All right, well, we'll get right back to you. I just want to thank you again for coming out, Donna. Donna Safufley. She's an expert, does building science. So this is Randall Winter, your host with 411, Home 411. That's information on your home. And we want to thank Jerry and Carl for letting us be on the show and say 1220 KHTS, number one hometown station in Santa Clarita. We are also streaming live on the web, hometownstation.com. And let's take a break.